For help.
Welcome to J Silver Presents, where we present the best in esports from your favorite players. I am joined by Zven from C9 after their back and forth game with Team Liquid. Zven, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
No problem.
So I want to ask about those last few minutes. I know a lot of people were pointing that fight could have gone either way. So I want to know from your side, what kind of happened in that last few minutes?
I think we overchased at the end. I think we made some questionable decisions when we got Baron. I think that we had a really good standoff around Baron. Overall, we did a really good job at coming back in the game. I think the game was really doomed from the early game, and then we came back thanks to a couple of good fights, and then we got Baron off of a team fight. It was a good Baron sneak, and then I think the use of the Baron was really bad. We traded waves, and we lost our inhib tower earlier, so we were afraid they could just go down mid and end the game without minions, which I'm not sure if they can. It's like a 6 thing that we weren't sure about. So MNS beat bot, and we had to base anyway, so we didn't get anything without Baron at all besides the one dragon. And then we kind of felt like we had to do something now, so we overchased top, and I think we could have played the fight better mechanically here and there. I heard some of my teammates talking about it in the room that he could have flashed forward or something, or I don't know. But I think that it wasn't really a winning situation for us, so I'm not sure. I think when you lose so many towers against 6, the game gets hard because you can always get backdoored, and like we don't really have much ways to end the game ourselves. Even with Baron, they have so much wave clear. So yeah, I think we just didn't really know what we were up against in this game, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. I know C9's mentality, and I know you've been on this team for a long time now. You know that C9 is always looking to learn and improve off of each game. What do you think something that you could take away from this game, aside from ban Ziggs against APA?
I don't think there is that much to take away from this game, honestly. I wouldn't say it's the only problem in the game because I played the game better, obviously, right? We were pretty far behind, and losing the Herald when the enemy team has 6 isn't good either. We should have more priority on that objective because when they get Herald, they get one tower no matter what. We also lost our mid tower without them even using the Herald, so it isn't really like banning the 6 that I'm talking about. It's more like playing against it because I don't think 6 is an OP champ. It's just like you gotta play differently against 6. Herald is higher priority for both teams. You gotta defend your mid tower like that because we have Ashe, Lissandra, immobile carries. We gotta actually defend mid tower to have control of the game. So I think our bot lane could have played better. We had a massive lead in the game after the bot dive that they failed. So yeah, I'm not sure really. We also had a big lead 2v2 after Rakan used Flash for nothing in lane. So it's just a lot of small things that add up over time. But I think that draft could be better, prep could be better. It's hard to say what I think is the issue without giving away information about next time we're playing against them or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think we didn't play well on the 6 today. That was an issue.
Yeah, and you know me, I never ask you to give away secrets or anything like that. I'm that guy in the suit. It's easy for me to just say like, please don't give anything away. Anyways, I want to pivot a little bit. I want to ask about Melio. I know you've been often memed to the point that you can only play enchanters. I know you like playing a wide variety of supports, but you have been playing a lot of the Melio, and he's been getting nerfs here and there. Why is Melio still so good, despite getting hit by the nerf bat a million times?
Just the range thing is really strong with champs like Aphelios and Ashe, who already have 600 plus range. Aphelios only does with one gun, but it's strong in the lane phase, and with Kindred especially, I like it. In the mid game, we have so much range, and Blabber can do what we call like ego on them. They can jump forward and hit them, and they can't really do anything to him. This game, we weren't so ahead as we usually are with this composition, so Blabber couldn't really do his thing because we're so behind and we're losing towers left and right. So I just like it when we have the Kindred comp. We have the Ashe, Kindred, Melio, like 2 ADCs with Melio is super strong, and then some CC and some tankiness on the top side. And that's just a comp that works for us. We haven't lost with it until today. So it's banning us in scrims every single game. We haven't played one game of scrims for like weeks because it's banned every single game. And today we didn't win. I think that we showcased how much power there is in this composition because we were really, really far behind this game. I don't know how much gold we were behind, but I think the game was looking like we were down a lot of gold. So I think the power of the composition is definitely showcased by how well we can play, even when we're behind. So imagine when we're ahead, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I know Kindred Melio has been a talking point throughout, not only you guys, but throughout the LCS because Kindred's been played so much. I do want to ask a little bit. I've had the chance to talk to you a couple times last year, and I've seen you, of course, at in Jersey or not Jersey, Raleigh. Um, I know that you're a passionate player who's always looking to improve on your skills. Do you think this game is something where you can find a opportunity of improvement?
Yeah, I don't think best of ones are the best format for competitiveness. So not a fan of that, but for improvement, it's not bad. Uh, there's always something to take away from every game, whether it's something draft specific, something about your preparation, or something gameplay wise. I think today we made several mistakes we can review later on and talk about. And most of them are gonna be like comp related, because like, oh, we should have to play on Herald more than F6, or like, oh, we can't TP bottom when our inhib is open against 6 because they can maybe just backdoors without minions, which we didn't think about, right? Like normally Eminence TPing bot there is maybe fine macro because we have Baron, right? So we can push faster than they can, but they have 6, right? So some things will be 6 specific, and some things will just be gameplay specific. I know that something went wrong topside early on. We dove top and it didn't really work out for us. And Fudge said he was playing his lane bad in the room behind the backstage. So I don't actually watch all the other lanes like lane phase. So we'll just watch it later. I think bottom lane after the failed dive, we got first blood and Rakan wasted his flash. We could have pressured more as well, perhaps. So it's fine to give the Herald if we dive bot or something, but we didn't do anything with the time we had. So I'll have to watch the game later to figure out what we can improve on. But there's definitely things we can take away from the game.
Mm-hmm. Understood, definitely. A couple more questions for you. One of the things that's also been talked about is every time C9 loses a game, the fire is lit in the eyes, and you take over your opponent. I don't know if you saw Raz's clip, Angry C9, coming after the teams. You guys still are in a very good position for playoffs. What do you think is going to be important going forward, without giving anything away, to make sure that you guys lock in that top seed?
I mean, I'm not that worried about like being first place or whatever. It's not that important. We've seen many times. Like I think we were fifth place in summer last year when we made playoffs and we won the summer split, right? So I know that the first place, second place thing isn't as important as just trying some new things here and there. Like I've been playing like I think 9 different champs or something, 10 maybe. In the first what was this? What was it game 13? I think this was
Yeah,
right.
there's
So
it's 13. There's a lot of
I think
games
this was
this year.
Eminem's first game with Sandra as well. So like it's fine for us to try some new things and lose. And this is maybe some cope, right, saying this, but I don't feel any pressure at all going to playoffs. I know that our team, you know, has been through playoffs so many times already. I've been with Fudge and Bladder for years, Berserker for a year and a half, and I just know even though these guys look hot right now, like Team Liquid looks hot or whatever, I'm really fine in playoffs. Like I feel confident that we're gonna be the best team no matter what. So
Mhm.
just take what we can from the best of ones and get ready to ramp up in playoffs.
And speaking of trying new things, I don't know if you're aware, they aired your clip with you eating a very spicy chip. I have to ask about that. Apparently, you did not take it so well. I want to know your thoughts about that.
Yeah, I think there's a glass of milk in the clip. I'm not sure if it shows, but I drank the glass of milk and then I drank 2 water bottles on my way to the parking lot from the studio, which is like a 2-minute walk because I know water makes it worse, but if you don't drink water, it just hurts too badly. So my spice tolerance isn't very good, but I gotta do what I gotta do for the content, right? So
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I have a very bad spice tolerance, so I am not going to be trying that. Finally, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans of C9?
yeah, I had kind of hoped for a big 3-0 week this week against EG, TL, and 100, but at least the game today was a banger. So it's fine to lose. Hard fought games where like something goes really wrong in the early game and then you come back through some great plays. So I'm okay with this loss. I think that TL wins this round, but we'll see them in playoffs if they make it to the states that we're in. I think that the fans have been awesome. I know that the LCS might seem like it's going downhill, but I don't think so. I think that we're actually starting to find a how do you say it? That the LCS is doing a lot of good things right this split,
Mhm.
from content to production. So thanks for those who are sticking with us and cheering for us.
All right, with that, that's all the questions I have. Sven, thank you so much. I always enjoy chatting with you. Best of luck with the
Yeah,
rest
thanks.
of the split, and hopefully we see you in Jersey.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you.
for hell. The DJ is